Hey, hey, hey. Hey, guys. Welcome to the castle. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Hey. Hey, Pooh. Hey, Raquel. Hey, Golden. Clarissa. Clarissa had me laughing. Hold up. Uh-oh. Clarissa had me laughing when I scheduled a live. Look at Clarissa said, hallelujah. Like, oh my gosh, she's going live. But hey, everybody. Golden, you saw it. You were laughing at her. I was tickled. I said, Clarissa is happy. Okay. Where's Drea? Oh, hey, Drea. What's up, Drea? Hey, Rhonda. But how is everybody doing? I hope all is well. Hey, Lotus. Hey, Miss Darlene. I said, Miss Darlene gonna whoop my butt. Hey, Ralph. But yes, your girl definitely been MIA. Okay, I have. Hey, Mimi. What's up? I have. I'm guilty. Literally since like February, what, 6 or something? Girl, listen, I don't know, 6 days, okay? Something. I'm like, oh my gosh. But let me tell you, last week I had the craziest week ever. I just couldn't focus on YouTube. You hear me? I just couldn't. It's like my week started off so good. And then out of nowhere, and I hope y'all can hear me, out of nowhere, I got the craziest call. And I won't mention what that call was about or whatever. Threw my whole mood into like a whole nother way. Okay. Like threw my whole mood off wherever the whole thing was surrounded by. And then y'all know we did that live. I did whatever, right? And then of course, with the drama, and I'm like, it's just way too much. I just had to log off. Okay. I just had to. It's way too much. So, yep, I'm here. I'm back. I'm feeling much better. But y'all know, for real, when I do come live and the mood is not right, the energy not right, it's just everything be off. You know what I mean? But yeah. And it's nothing major. It was just pretty much somebody needed my help. But the nature of the help or whatever, without getting too much into details, was just way out of my comfort zone. It was just a lot going on, you know what I mean? So I'm like, woo, hey Glossy, hey Champagne, hey everybody, y'all up in here, y'all missed me. I definitely missed y'all. Okay, I did. But and it's like, yeah, so I'm here, y'all. I don't even know what to say for real, but I needed a break. Okay, I just did. But Champagne said we missed you. I do. I missed y'all too, Champagne. I do. I do. And I kind of wanted to see too, if I just sit back and I don't say absolutely anything, you know what I mean? What would just happen? So that's all I've been doing. You say, of course, we missed you. Yeah. But as far as like my moms and stuff, I talk to them all the time. So they then they still talking about they missed me. Okay, I missed y'all too. But Pooh said we did. He said, Glossy, we've been hanging out all day. Where y'all been hanging out at? Probably hope not getting in trouble, Mimi. You say y'all been hanging out all day. You and Glossy. Ooh, what y'all been up to? Hey, I'm here. I know where all three of us was at last night. Uh-huh. I was in full subby mode. Me and y'all over there somewhere. Okay. Show have. Hey, D Shields. You say I missed all of you. Oh, yeah. But no, for real. So after that last live that we did, y'all know what that live was about and all of this stuff, right? Basically, for the weekend, hubby said, you know what? Let's just fall back. Let's just do something, anything you want to do. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Because it's like after all this time, I don't even know why we still need to be going through all the motions and whatever. But that's what I did. I was able to fall back, not be on YouTube as much and just enjoy some quality time. And I needed that. I needed that. Okay. You say, somewhere up yonder around the corner. Uh-huh. Yes, Mimi. But yes, I didn't ask y'all one time. Guys, definitely hit the like button for me, okay? You said, are you guys eating special chips, Mimi and Glossy? Girl, Drea, these damn YouTube streets ain't no joke. But yes, it's crazy because sometimes when I go somewhere and I'm thinking, oh, ain't nobody gonna be over here. Of course, it be somebody from street sector, and I'm like, damn, you over here too? We can't hide. Okay, don't matter what sector we're in. It's always somebody from the other sector. It's cool though. Hmm. Hey, Ellis. Hey, Ellis in Wonderland. What's up, Pooh? You know the struggle is real, honey. We can't hide nowhere. Hmm. So I definitely enjoyed my weekend. Shout out to my husband because after that crazy ass week, I'm like, yeah, we needed to just woosah. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been up to. I don't know where Golden is. I know she was just waiting and waiting and waiting on me. I don't know where she at now. Okay, but um, I'm wondering if she even know that I'm live. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on for a second. My bad. I'm back, y'all. My bad. You said Golden. Hmm. Oh, there she in the chat. But you said making babies. Look at you. See, there you go. D Shields. Don't start. Girl. After all these babies being born around here, I might need to be making one. All these babies popping up. Ooh, D Shields. You said congratulations to you and the hubby to enjoy each other. Yeah. Sometimes I just have more time. Enjoy the simple things. We're always thinking, oh, everything got to be go, 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 go. No, just always fall back and, enjoy each other. Hmm. You said, Pooh, I just left the bushes from up the street. Y'all got to fill me in. Where y'all been hiding at? You said breaking up. Is she going? Oh, I am. Can y'all hear me now? You said, oh, that's better. I see you, Drea. Mimi sound better. Thank you. Well, oh, thanks, guys. I didn't even know I was. But yeah, so I know earlier, can Ahmad please drop the link for the B-side channel for me, please? Because I know that's where we was earlier. So if you didn't know by now, Marcus got a strike on his main channel, right? I know it's been buzzing going around the streets, but I didn't have confirmation. Somebody said he said it on the panel the other night, when I didn't watch the whole live, so I missed that part, right? But anyway, he went live today was basically saying, yeah, it is true. I got a strike, da da da, whatever. So that's where he's gonna be uploading content over there. Hmm. So if you're on the main channel looking like, well, where the videos? That's where it's gonna be. Thanks, y'all. And for 7 days. And he made a huge announcement over there. I know a lot of y'all up in here was in the chat earlier. The huge announcement is, y'all, uh, Quita won't be back on his channel anymore for now. Okay? So definitely run over there and go watch that video. Okay? You said I saw the lady getting a little upset with you today in Troy channel. Oh, with me? Oh, so you was watching it today. Yeah. So I dropped down. I dropped down. So that's what I was trying to say. When I dropped down, who was that? Rhonda? Yeah, right here. When I dropped down and it was something about West Indian, whatever. I got there when Marcus was getting off the panel. So I honestly haven't had time to go back and watch from when Marcus got on the panel. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was about, but somebody was telling me from that live, yeah, he was saying on the panel that he got struck, but I didn't hear it. So today, when he was live, today was the first time I was hearing it from Marcus. You get what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, you said, damn, we don't play, we be modding, LOL. Yeah. But remember, y'all keep each other's secrets. We will never tell who do what. Okay. We have each other back over here. But let me see. But yeah, that was that's crazy. He was saying basically he got flagged from part three. It was a 4-part series to the date with Polo and Polo Quita and Drea. And that's the second time I'm hearing somebody with Drea, because Ormod Drea. Oh, okay. I got it. So you see how Drea is our Drea. Drea is the only Drea I knew until this person now. But her name is Draya. So that date, that's where he got flagged from. We gonna have to share hideouts. It won't be a hideout no more after that pool, because then everybody gonna be over there. Uh-huh. But that's what Rhonda was talking about. So when I got there, I know I was hearing something about West Indian. And I don't know, ever since Marcus said something about his dad being Caribbean, it's like it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Every time I turn around, it's all these Caribbean jokes and banana boat jokes and just all kind of, and I'm like, where's all this stuff coming from? Where's all this coming from? You said it was Maya? Well, hold on. Well, wait. Uh, Girl, I got the names mixed up right now. Okay, don't mind me. So listen, the one he was on the date with today was Polo and not Polo. The date today was Short Dog and Drea. Right? Y'all listen, Maya, Drea, listen, everybody in the comment was getting them mixed up, okay? But the date today was definitely with you said not Maya. She was one of his interviewees named Drea. Yeah, it was Drea today. See, y'all got me thinking I'm tripping. Yeah, the day today that he was recording while he was on live, that was Drea and Short Dog. Then it's listen, just like the last time when we was live, I said and I made the worst mistake, and I don't think nobody even said anything. And I caught myself after the live. I'm like, what the heck was I talking about? I said and I told y'all when we was talking about mental illness and the interviewees and whatever. I know I sat there and I said, the only one that seemed like they don't have mental health right off top was Summer. And then I'm like, why the heck did I say Summer? It wasn't Summer, it was the one it was it was Cat. Listen, it's so many of them. It's so many names to keep up with though. You got Summer, Star, Cat. It's just the list go on and on and on with women. You think we could really sit there and remember every single name all the time? Like, come on now. Of course. Come on. That is a lot of characters to keep up with. Girl. Mm-hmm. Make me remind me of DMX song when DMX was calling out all them names. So remember that song? Who remember that song? DMX song where he was calling out Shaniqua, Shaquanda, Shadis, whatever. He had all these names going on. I like that song actually. Uh-huh. But back to what Rhonda was saying. So um yeah, Rhonda. So I dropped down and I said something to her, and girl, she just started going off on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh! So here you go now. Oh, you're the one that had some dude around your kids, and I'm like, lady, It just baffles me how every time somebody want to address me, they just always have to address me about a storyline. I never understand that. Here we are wearing all the way, because that lady's from a whole nother sector, right? The first thing came out of your mouth is about a storyline, and I'm like, okay. And I'm just gonna be honest. It don't matter who it is. The first time you open your mouth, and the first thing you want to do is throw something from a storyline, and you act like I'm the only woman on the planet that ever sat up there and listened. Let me be very clear. Whatever I'm talking about now, it ain't about me and nobody over yonder. I'm talking about a general statement. I'm not talking about nobody in particular, okay? So people love to sit there and hear me give my commentary or whatever and love to insert themselves into it, whatever. Okay. I'm not talking about no co-host, no ex, no, I'm talking to my people. Okay. So yeah, it just baffles me when people always want to sit there and say, like, they're so perfect. They don't go through anything in life, whatever, right? And I'm looking like, I'm not the only woman that got with somebody and realized that it wasn't going to work out for whatever reason. So a lot of people that be sitting in chats be sitting up there thinking you're coming for me. Let's make it very clear. Y'all sitting up there typing up in the chat talking about, oh, what can I say in the chat that I could hurt VQ feelings? Right where you sitting there typing, you got a baby daddy. You got some baby daddy drama. You got some child support. You got an ex-husband. You had a dude back in the day that used to put hands on you. You done been through life and you don't have your own life story. Just because your story is not on the internet and people not picking your life apart or whatever, you think that you're just above everything. Like, we're all women at the end of the day. So I don't even take you serious, is the point I'm trying to make. Like, you have a story, I have a story, everybody have a story. Everybody have a story. So how you always trying to just pick my story apart and think you're gonna shame me from my story? You can't shame me from my story. It's my story. It's a chapter in my life. It's something I lived through, moved on from, grew from, all of that good stuff. So you can't shame me. Yeah. And I know what I'm talking about. You can't tell me if 10 women is in a chat, all 10 of them just had this perfect fairy tale life. They never went through nothing. They don't have a baby daddy or whatever the situation is. Okay. So everything in their life was just peaches and cream and all perfect up until now. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. hmm So I'm just honestly, and that go for her or anybody else or whoever. I just look at it like I just shake my head and be like, oh, you just one of them. I just look at you like you're one of them. You're one of them that's stuck in my past. I'm not there anymore. I'm not that girl anymore. So I'm cool. Stay mad. That's why I just laugh at y'all and I just say, you mad, boo? You mad? Obviously you mad because you have all this made up feeling about me or whatever you want to think you have going on about me. First of all, I don't even know you. So it is what it is. Okay. So let me see what y'all saying. Mhm. I'm trying to go back to see where I left off. I thought you thought summer was normal. I didn't want to go against that. Everybody has their own opinion, LOL. But in my head, I was thinking, damn, son. Drea, girl, listen. I wish you had said something in real time. After the fact, I'm like, hold up. No, I did not mean summer. Okay. Right. And nobody said nothing. Everybody just had me looking crazy. You said summer activities. Y'all knew something was wrong with me that night. But listen, that's why it's very important for me to listen to my own live stream. That way I know what I said. And 9 out of 10, it'd be just not 9 out of 10, but actually sometimes I'll be like, damn, where did that come from? Why did I even think about that in real time? You know what I mean? Like, what the heck? I'm definitely going to have to tell them that, nah, I made a mistake on the next slide. You know what I mean? So he said news channels usually get that kind of backlash. You must be doing something right. Girl, it is what it is. So you said that woman got too much mouth. And I mean, I've seen her running around in that sector, but I don't know her. So when she opened her mouth and started saying whatever to me, I'm like, whoa, what the hell? But okay, girl, that's how you feel. I'm not mad. You said we all have been there before. That's why we all have an ex. Girl, listen, these women in these chats be acting like they don't have no exes. They just dated one man and they still with that man till the end of time. Okay? Mm-hmm. Thank you. You said a lot of these women will stay in this relationship for years. Soon as you found out it wasn't right, you split. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. And like I said, um, don't insert yourself in my commentary where you don't belong, because this live ain't about no ninja. Okay. You said, let me see. But yeah, Dre, you're right. So that's why I be sitting there and I'm like, girl, say whatever you want to say. You coming off real salty, like don't nobody care. Okay, nobody cares. So you said they should be tired of singing the same old song. You would think so, right? You would think so. And you ask yourself, why did I have to go? Yeah, exactly. So true. Yeah, you said nobody's life is perfect. Yeah, and every time I sit back and I say, you know what? Um, It's like the reality is a background check would have never disclosed that because he was never been. That's the part that people are missing, and they make themselves seem so ignorant. They make themselves just real stupid. You know what I mean? In front of everybody, nobody know. Nobody know what all of that other stuff. You know what I mean? Like I've said before, y'all could go with a man for 5 years. You could go with a woman for 5 years. You don't know everything about that person. You don't. Sometimes I ask myself, after being with my husband for this many years, is there one simple thing that you would just assume that I know because it's so long, but I don't know? You know what I mean? That's a possibility, right? You ever thought about that? You could be with somebody for 20 years or 20 plus, 30 years, 50 years, and you still don't know everything about that person, right? You know how many people probably running around that done mess with a man or whatever, and this man probably done took somebody out back in 18, 19, whatever, just figuratively speaking. You don't know that he did that back then because what? He probably never got arrested. He probably never went to jail. You know what I mean? We're arrested, going to jail is the same thing, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. But yeah, so you don't know that he did that back in the day because he never got caught, right? Yeah, so just stop. So you said the way that some American black people talk about Caribbean black people blows my mind. Oh, see, you say if you're black, you're black. We stick together. Guys, I've been going through this all my life. All my life. Even when we was little and we was going to school, I used to dead ass be sitting there in the lunchroom and be getting hated on. Oh, you think you all that because you dress nice and whatever. I've always told y'all about that when I was going to school. You could just look at me and tell that this chick come from somewhere. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to school in no PJs, like I just rolled out of bed, whatever. No. Forever 21, Forever 21 was my store, especially when I was in high school. Forever 21, I used to run up in Forever 21. I don't have to try on their clothes, nothing. I dead ass used to run up in there. I got me a medium shirt with a size 9 pants. Okay. And I don't have to try it on if I'm getting jeans or whatever. If I'm getting I'm talking about in high school, like my senior year and junior year, right? Medium top, size 9 pants. Medium top, like a medium to large bottom, whatever. Just if it's stretchy, I know. The point is, you just run in, pick up whatever, and run right back out. You get it? But the point is, I used to dress nice going to school. You could tell that I put myself together, had my stuff picked out the night before. Then when I was what it was, a senior, what was it, senior? Whatever, junior year, when I was driving to high school, yeah, you can't tell me nothing. I'm dressed nice. I got my own car, all of that. So yeah, the point I was trying to make is it was something right here that Drea said. The kids in school used to always sit there. Oh, you think you all that because you got a car. Oh, you think you all that because your daddy got money or whatever. Oh, y'all Jamaicans come over here. Y'all have 4 or 5 jobs, all of this stuff. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's my fault. That if my parents want to have 3, 4 different incomes and they take care of me, that ain't my fault. That's your fault. You know what I mean? So yeah, always the point I'm trying to make always was criticized from back then. Always. And that's why my parents always warned me, like, don't ever just people always come off like they're so nice just off the strength that you even have a car. They would be sitting up there acting like they're your friend. Then after school, they want you to take them here, take them there, whatever. Next thing you know, you're missing. You get it? Don't trust nobody. Hey, Copper, what's up, girl? So people that be coming up with this whole Caribbean thing and think they really dissing somebody that's Caribbean, like get over it. You said, Drea, that's just online delusional beef in New York City and everywhere else in the country. We've always coexisted with each other. Yeah, yeah. Hey, MGL. Oh, hope all is well and happy belated birthday again. I had no idea it was your birthday until that bring me back to my point. I can't remember everybody's birthday. So then I think that was actually Mimi. I saw when Mimi shared your the song, the Drake song saying happy birthday, and then I shared it and tagged you. I was like, well, damn. So shout out to Mimi because I didn't see anybody else post before that. She was the first person. I'm like, well, damn, it's MGO's birthday. Uh-huh. But let me hurry up and get caught up with y'all. You said that's true. I did not truly learn my husband until we went through the pandemic. Stuck in the same house. I was like, who are you? My husband wasn't stuck in the house, but I still was looking like, girl, who are you? Yeah, I definitely was. Had a whole damn attitude every day when he got back. Like, listen, let me sanitize this and sanitize that. Okay, these shields. You said the worst people who got outcasted were Haitians and Africans. Yes, girl, be straight up hating. I remember my friend said, y'all West Indians work 2, 3 jobs. And I said, yeah, both my parents work and your mom got 2 to 3 welfare kids, girl. Yeah. And I told y'all where I was, where we grew up, whatever. We was the only African American people in our, I guess you would call, what do you call that? Subdivision or whatever. The point is, every time we walked around the block, whatever, we were so like out of place. Okay. But, and of course, sometimes, the neighbors acted funny. You could kind of sense tensions or whatever. Let's not make this a whole race thing. But yeah, we definitely stuck out. We didn't fit in, but hey, they couldn't get rid of us. Put it that way. Okay. But, but, you say, sadly, it's not uncommon for blacks to tell people that they think they're all just people. You definitely do on YouTube. So yeah, it just is what it is. And like I said, until you experience it, I just don't know how to make you understand. Same way sometimes after school and whatever, my dad had his own company. So of course, sometimes he'll be like, well, you gotta ride with me today. That's I guess another part of having a Caribbean parent. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely. We was riding with our dad to work and all that stuff. But you said, "Oh, I didn't see it. You have to look." Yeah, it's on my tab. I shared it. a week before Valentine's Day, I get gifts on the 7th and the 14th. Well, lucky you, MGO. Lucky you get gifts 1 week apart. But you know me since yeah, so that's where I'm at. I don't even know how we got on this topic, but I know my husband be listening sometimes, and sometimes I don't say it often, but I do be wanting to say, you know, shout out to him, because he always, I'm talking about always, just always come through for me, and I don't know, you know, that's why when people say, oh, loyalty, I know what loyalty is. Okay, I do. I live with it every day. So but the link is open, y'all. Do anybody want the link to come up here? We don't have no particular topic. This is more like, hey, I miss y'all. I'm back type of life. But yeah, the neighborhood association subdivisions a little more upscale. They have neighborhood association. Um, well, wherever we stayed at, D Shields, put it this way, we had the HOA and people with rules. Oh, you got to cut your grass and all of this stuff. So whatever you want to call that, that's where we were. Okay. Mm-hmm. He said, happy birthday, MGO. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna just come live. And I've been really sitting there. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go live. It's like, y'all know I get in these moods and I just don't know how to explain it when I be on YouTube. It's like, and this happened to me so many times, and I just don't know what led me down the road until I'm down the road. Like it'll be like day one, I'll be like, I don't feel like going live today. Day two, it'd be like, yeah, girl, you know you pushing it. You know what I mean? And then sometimes I turn around and it's day 9. I've disappeared off YouTube for 9 days before. And I don't know how I got there. And I somehow just got a hey, this you?
Hey, yes, me.
Yeah. Yeah, some days. Welcome to the panel.
Thank you.
But I'm sitting offline
Please.
and I'm like, yo,
Oh no, I'm reading the comments. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Vibes.
no, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm sitting offline and I'm like, damn, I know I really need to go live. But then I'm like, I just get like so tired of the whole toxic energy, and it just be too much. And then day one turn into day 9. And then I'm like, damn, I know I really need to go live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Mm.
Yeah. You just
I guess
you're
it,
trying to
I guess it
avoid.
sums up to, and I guess it just sums up to I'm offline and I feel happy. Like when it comes to, I
Yeah.
said that to you, right? I feel so much happier just not going online.
Yeah, that's what you told
Like,
me. And I can totally relate. Something that you would think would be more therapeutic, it turned out for me to not be the case.
mm-hmm.
So I totally get it. Um, yeah, I don't advise copper, poo. Yeah, I don't. And for anyone else, if you can avoid HOA, please do that. Been there, done that. Um, when I tell
Yeah,
you they
that's
were,
why.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I told y'all before. That's why going through it as a kid, I'm like, I don't know if I got older and was getting a house if I ever wanted to go through that. It was a lot. Rules of when you need to cut your grass. I mean, you need to have rules to have structure, but it was excessive. And then remember, I even told y'all about the pool, and we was building the pool, and he was taking too long. Then he ended up having to turn the deck for the pool into a screening. All of this stuff, like they giving you deadlines and all kind of crap.
Yeah, I went through
Mm-hmm.
that. And then when you have certain type of neighbors, oh God. I Now there are benefits definitely. Because when I lived in one, like when I say that the community looked nice, the grass, everyone, you know what I mean? Everything, the yards, every yard looked the same. My only issue, which I could kind of see, they really wanted to look uniform. Um, you couldn't even park your car in front of your, like they have the garage and like a little driveway. you couldn't park your car like that. Your car had to either be in the driveway or on the streets. The only time it could be, I mean, not in the driveway, in the garage or on the streets. The only time it could be on the driveway is during street sweeping. And it had to be like up until a certain time at night, or you would receive a violation, citation. But like I said, there were benefits, like as far as you couldn't just paint your house any color, things like
Mm-hmm.
that. It had to be approved. But oh, they gave me hell because I reached out to the HOA manager, and I told him what I wanted to do, and he was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't think it was like a big job. Like I've literally done some really big construction jobs, so this didn't look like. I mean, it wasn't even like the yard was not even that big from the yard I had moved from, nothing compared to that. You know, and it wasn't like my other yard was like extremely big, but it was a nice size yard. Anyway, I moved to this one and I'm like, okay, I told my friend, oh yeah, I wanted to get a waterfall with a stream, a bridge with koi fish. At the time, my son was real little and he was like real inquisitive. So I wanted to have it where he could like fish in the, you know what I'm saying, in the pond. And like, it would be like near the back where I could open up the blinds and just look out and it would just be that is therapeutic for me.
I'm
Man, them
coming,
people
chat.
came with
No, I'm
those
coming.
rocks and everything.
I see them down there. They go in a whole nother direction. I'm gonna let go and finish her thought. That we gonna talk about what they're talking about.
Okay, no, let them go ahead and talk about it because it just basically what I'm saying is that HOA, they will run your life. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
do things your way, don't I mean there's pros and cons. And also you have to take in consideration too that you're paying fees every month. When I was there, it was $293 a month. That was about 17 years ago. I heard now it's 600 and something a month. You got to take that in consideration when you retire. There was a lady who lost her home due to not paying those HOA fees because her husband died. It was just her and her income. The house was probably paid for, but property taxes are high out here. So between the property taxes and just the upkeep of her property and then HOA fees, she couldn't afford it. So you got to take all that in consideration. Okay, let's talk about what they're talking about in the
They talking about y'all are messy. They so that's what I want to know because I don't know. People in Marcus's live was saying she went live this morning talking about Quita. She went live this morning, but what she did on the live, I don't know. I didn't see
Oh, I
her
saw it.
live. You did?
I just happened to be up and saw her. I didn't see it live, missed it, and I noticed she had been live. It was the live with. Are you guys talking about the one with her and Maya?
I don't know. They're talking about she must have did a live. I know people in Marcus live chat was saying she did a live this morning. What happened on that live? I don't know. I didn't see it.
Nothing.
But I know Marcus was saying she basically crashed out to the point of no return. So they're talking about Marcus. If you're if you're watching Run That, did she crash out on live? Well, the way Marcus made it
Mm-mm.
seem was like when they met up or whatever, she was just doing way too much, and he's done with it.
It was probably by then she was probably high and drunk. She was up this morning with Maya. I guess that was Maya's room because Maya has a son. She was trying to get him up for school. It wasn't really anything going on. We were just talking and Maya just talking, and they were just on a live. So probably after Maya got the boy to school and they probably had some drinks or something. I don't know. And then she might have, and then it could be a little bit too where she could be showing off in front of Maya. Was talking to Marcus crazy, but whatever it was, it might have been a combination. She's definitely doing ecstasy. Cup. What made you what made you come to that conclusion that she's doing some ecstasy?
I'm
Oh,
trying to
this is what
see.
I wanted to say, y'all.
Look
I
at
don't like to be
Glossy.
negative about it. I used to be obsessed with koi fish. I even wanted a pond tattoo. Oh my god. Girl,
You
yeah,
like
I had
tattoos,
since
girl? Hmm?
Bro, I put so much money in a down on that. And y'all don't even know the hell I caught from my son's dad because he was mad that I paid somebody else to do all that. But, because he could have did it. But when any woman who has been with a contractor, a man who knows how to do a lot of stuff, when you're with that man, he'll fix everybody else's stuff first and halfway have yours, and you'll still be under construction for years with holes still in the wall, electrical outlets still hanging, and all that. And I didn't want to be bothered with that. I wanted, to be treated like a customer. So it was a mess. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say. I think, like Maya, she seemed like an easygoing, cool girl, woman rather. But just from the little I've seen with Quita, unless Quita treats females differently depending on their lifestyle, I don't know. I mean, women can't get along too long anyway together. I got a feeling that Maya, or more Quita, is gonna have it out with Maya. What y'all think?
Well, I'm looking now because I got to get these names right. Okay. So Maya was the one on the three-way date because, for some reason, everybody getting Maya and Drea confused. Drea was the one with the red shirt. Well, wait, where's her video? Oh, there it is. 8 days ago. Yeah, that's the one with the red Nike t-shirt. That's Drea. She's for dad.
So y'all watch
And
it more. I
Maya.
ain't seen all that.
Mm-hmm.
They're telling they're giving their reasons why they know she messing with that stuff. I don't watch her really much.
I know Drea said she saw her live this morning at 6 o'clock, drunk as hell, right here. She said, I seen it drunk as hell at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she might have been drinking this morning. So once Marcus got a hold of her, she was all the way toe up probably by then. I don't believe Marcus is going to leave her alone.
Listen, that disrespect is, you know what happened too? I'm talking about the start of the whole madness with me offline. So when I say that it wasn't nothing bad, like, oh, I was beefing with nobody, or the drama I'm talking about that threw my whole vibration off. You're not saying that and somebody will flip it like the morning started off with Quita not showing up to court. And then I had it all planned, like, oh, I was going to come live that night. So this was the morning of the 4th, right? Because the last time we came live was the 3rd. So the morning of the 4th, she didn't show up to court. And I just was like, I can't stand ungrateful people. Even though Marcus would sit there and say, well, I didn't lose anything or whatever, it's the principle for me. The principle. I cannot stand people that act like that. So it just was like, wow, you really didn't show up to court?
Yeah, well, he just got to learn from that. It's going to be another time because unless she makes a serious change, this is her. So for the next time, you can't go back to him. She already burnt that bridge. She already showed her her buttocks. So
That girl get arrested, she gonna be calling Marcus right now. Okay?
well, she
First
will.
person.
But she'll have to also learn. Marcus will be, well, I ain't gonna say he'll be a fool, but I mean, you know, once you realize you made a bad investment in something, you can't keep making that same mistake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to me, no amount of money is worth my respect. I know. Me personally, I know from a business standpoint, I understand his stance, right? But that's why he's Marcus and that's why I'm VQ. Because I'm telling you, that day I would have been like, girl, I'm done with you. And then for you to see me after court and then sitting up there with a bonnet on, no care in the world, whatever, like, today was court, right? I would have had an attitude when I saw her at that interview after court. I would.
That's the very reason why you just can't put your all into certain type of people. I've done it before and I've learned from it. And even thinking about how you got to kind of step back with some of these interviewees. Like you start putting your all because you want something so bad for somebody, and you'll put in your time, your money, giving them information and everything, and trying to set stuff up, and then they'll turn around, and then you turn around and give you their, you know what, to kiss. Then you have to say, you know what, this is the reason why they in this position. This is the reason why you be thinking, oh, about their families. No, their families don't want to be bothered with that BS,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the real. If you really think about it, a lot of those people, it might not, I'm sure they got dysfunctional families. I mean, we all got some dysfunctions, but I'm saying that a lot of times it's them. And you don't realize that until you get yourself all caught up in it.
Yeah. You say he better than me because you're not talking to me crazy after you did it the first time.
Well,
Girl.
you guys have to take this in consideration. Like, I wouldn't have tolerated it at all. But once he bailed her out, he probably had to stay cool with her until this was all over. Once you get yourself in a position like that and you've invested yourself, your money or whatever into something, and something might be in jeopardy, you just got to play it cool for a while. Just like how they playing you got to play them and play it cool, and just know, like, okay, like even in a relationship, okay, I got to play this cool, but I'm getting out of this situation. I got to play it cool. I don't want this fool to act up. But once he walk out this door, or once he goes out of town, I'm gone, or however it is. That could be how Marcus could have been playing it too. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like, my
That's why
money
that's
is
why I
in.
say that's why I said
Mhm.
that's why he's Marcus, because the stuff that he deal with, and not saying that disrespectfully. You get what I'm saying? That's why he's him, and that's why he's good at what he do.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta is yeah. It's not for everybody. I think you and I, we talked about that before. It's not for everybody.
The emotional toll alone is not for everybody.
Mm.
So start there. It's a lot.
Because you got to remember too that you're dealing with people with a lot of issues, mental illnesses, a lot of stuff, and I don't know.
I told you
But
after 3 interviews, I was mentally exhausted. So can you imagine?
while
Can
you
you
were mentally
imagine?
exhausted, that bank account was, you know what I'm saying, growing for him.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
I
pockets
know
was
you
getting
said,
fatter, but I guess now it's like he probably don't even care. And she's not cooperative. Let's just keep it all the way real. I mean, all the time he's put into her, trying to give her, tips and help her, and she's not even in that class that he's taken. And he's been giving her all, trying to give her gems, and she don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this a waste. It's really a waste. Let her
but I
go on
was
about her
listening.
business.
But you know what? I was tickled when I was in that chat, and here go Drea saying that Marcus ain't no fool. He's gonna have the last laugh because he's gonna take her homie now and replace her with her. But Drea, when I saw that short dog was going on a date with Drea, girl, I was sitting there. I said, "This if this ain't chess, I don't know what this is." He's probably not even thinking that way, but that's how what I was thinking. Quita probably gonna see this in well, she not probably. She gonna see this and probably like, oh hell no, he hooking up short dog over here with that. She probably gonna want to call now. You get it?
Yeah.
Jealous of short dog with her. So
And wait till he get a hold of Maya, because she's more cooperative, and she can get you. She's more easygoing, rather. Now, I don't know. I was thinking also Maya might be the type that might want to show Quita she's so loyal that she might not accept some of his offers. But this is gonna be interesting. Quita is not gonna like this situation.
no. Even though she said the man short, his money short, his eggplant short, his whole life is short. Remember that? Still gonna be mad when he move on.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're divinely led to do something. Yeah. Right? She said she can't be trusted. And oh, I believe her. I know. That's why I'm like, content wise, would you miss her? I mean, I personally, Quita don't do nothing for the castle. I mean, nothing. And I'm not even trying to be mean. Views wise, nothing good for the castle. Okay, maybe it work out for others. It don't work over here. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. It is what it is.
Well,
Okay.
that's because you're
But
not really dragging her.
content wise, I know some
That's
people,
that's because you're not dragging her. See, they like to hear the dragging. And yeah, and Quita, she says, you know what I mean? And you don't, that's not how you operate. So
right, because I
it's
was really trying to like remember my stance on her first. I just silently watch her, like try to support her. Cause I was really hoping that after she got that first check, like I've been saying, she would say, damn, I could make this type of money. You know what I mean? And then the
yeah,
next check gonna be grinding harder to make a bigger check, 2, 3 thousand. That's how I was looking at it. So I'm not even sitting up here trying to come off so harsh or trying to discourage anybody. They said we always be ganging up on the interviewees, right? I know I don't gang up on them or beat up on them. So I was like, well, if I sit this one out, then whatever is the end goal of the whole thing, you can't say VQ was the one beating her down and distracting her from making a bag, by her responding to me. So I just stayed out the way.
the
You
interviewees,
understand what
they
I'm
do it to
saying?
themselves.
Right, but I just figure, okay, if I don't go hard, like whatever, then can't nobody say in the end that I was over here just beating up on her where she got distracted to feel like she need to respond. I would just stay out the way so you could grind and make your money. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this one do when I stay quiet. Cause that's not the message I'm trying to send. I'm not trying to beat up on anybody. So I just chill. I guess in so many words, I was trying to say I was really rooting for her that she did well on YouTube, and I could
Right.
say, okay, we sat back and we was able to see her started YouTube, then her life changed. She's not tricking no more, this and that. That's all I wanted. But I can't want something for you more than you want it for yourself. So
And that's it. Because the reality is she'll never stop doing what she's doing. I don't care how long she stays on YouTube. She'll never say, I mean, well, I can't see it coming soon. I guess you should never say never, but I just can't see her saying, I'm giving this lifestyle up. I'm just going to focus on this and then do something of that, something else. She likes what she's doing.
Glossy said, I don't think that he's done with her just yet. I think this is just a little break. We'll see though. It seemed like Marcus give chances to folks who give him their to kids. Yeah. Because I mean, even
I
looking at
agree.
Ileana and Tone, they did. I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about ungrateful plus tax. Okay, especially
Yeah.
Ileana when she was released, and I would have just assumed that he was like done. But I guess if they call him, then he like that's why I say he do what he do because I mean at the end of the day it's working for him. But I guess me and my feelings would have been bad for business. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Hmm.
You
Who you
really have to have that
apologizing to?
attitude though when you're running a business. You really do.
Hmm. That's why I be saying like even how somebody will say, "Oh, VQ just block everybody." No, I don't. I don't just sit up here and just straight up block people because the comments don't affect me like that. It don't. I don't sit there and be all worked up. It's comments on my videos or wherever right now that I didn't remove them, even though they said something crazy. It just is what it is. Like I'm used to being on the internet with people talking crap. And Golden, you know what I'm talking about. I see a comment and I be like, girl, I ain't answering that. They'll be all right. You know what I mean? Like I'm not giving it 1 ounce of energy to even respond. But I'm wondering who Drea apologizing to.
That
She said I apologize to you. Hmm?
I said I have to get used to all of that. Because the reality is that's not my life. I'm not surrounded by people who, first of all, trolls are cowards when they come in like that because they're hiding behind who they really are. And I'm not used to, so, I'm talking my mess, but the reality is that I don't even, that's not even how I operate on a daily basis. I don't have to go through that. I don't have people harassing me all day or saying stupid stuff and, doing dumb stuff and hiding and, you know what I mean? Because the reality is that even the trolls know if they were to do that in somebody's face, they know that it would not be good for them. So this is fun for them to hide behind a screen, but I'm just not
Mhm.
used to it. I have to really learn and to get used to it because I'm just not used to that type of behavior. Like, ignoring a lot of stuff, even like with responding to stuff. With my background, I'm used to responding to stuff, but I'm learning these people are not worth it. And what I mean by with my background is when someone makes a false statement about you, you should respond and clear it up. Because if you don't, it's almost like saying that they're telling the truth. But I got to remember, this is not real life. This is the internet. But like, this is like really like if somebody makes a statement about you or say you did this and that, you need to respond in a letter and say, no, it did not happen like this. So if you were to ever have to go into court, it's documented. And it's documented that you responded. So with me responding to these fools and idiots and always trying to clear something up, that's because I come from a more of a professional background where that's what I do. But these people are not professional. These are idiots and fools. And I got to learn to separate the two.
I know somebody was just so that was Drea. Drea said, did she ever get a check and she's not monetized now, is she? Well, the last time we gave reaction about Quita, somebody pointed out that she wasn't monetized. And I said, well, I'll be damned, I didn't even catch it in real time. So I don't know, because I know she was, and then when she got struck for the tits, whatever in that video or live or whatnot, I don't know if she lost it then. I don't know. And what about that school check? Girl, I haven't heard her say anything else about the check. That was like a week ago. She was saying, yeah, I'm getting paid from my school. That was on live. So, yeah, I definitely missed her going live. I'm looking like I probably didn't get notified because I was up at 6 o'clock.
Girl, she is not getting anything from that school. That school was going, I don't even know who suggested for her to uh, take that course at that type of school. Quita could have did that anywhere, and you know what I mean. I used to do coding myself. She didn't have to go to that school, and that's so those type of schools. They charge just as much as financial aid is going to give you. They go. All they want her to do is sign it because she owes it to the school. Whole check and probably a loan too. She
You
ain't
know
getting
what?
nothing.
When I heard that she was going to school, I said, well, if she was in fact enrolled in school or whatever, I was just happy for her, period. I didn't even care, was it online, in person, whatever. Just the simple fact that you made the initiative to go back to school, I was happy for her. Yeah. So Drea said, I see Crazy thinking about bringing Tone and the fam to see Josiah and Ebony for DNA tests. Girl, when I heard that, I said, oh, this is really going to be some real content. But overall, I do, I would love to, finally, Baby Divine can know who his dad is, okay? He deserves that. Definitely. Whether they're in his life, they're not in his life, every child deserves to know who their biological dad is, okay? So that's where you start knowing your identity, and you just gonna walk around life lost, I would assume, if you don't know your real identity, Well, I honestly
I don't
didn't
even
see.
believe it's necessary for them to even for him to waste his time with them. I think he should go ahead and just deal with eye patch first. Because I know some of y'all say, hey, that's just Isis. That baby resembles eye patch to me more than Josiah's.
Wait, you said, well, I honestly didn't see her fitting into that lane people imagine her to go into, so I can understand she was a one-hit wonder. Copper?
Girl, she
Not
gonna find you, Copper.
not a damn one-hit wonder.
She watching.
And say whatever you want because you know you're safe online. Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's one thing I gotta really work on. Like, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm talking about copper thing. All that getting up every day and holler. That's why I keep telling people I'm not your perfect candidate. At the end of the day, guys, be realistic. If I wanted the castle to be a beefing channel, would I leave beef sector? I was in the perfect sector for the beef and the drama, right? Why would I leave over there to come over here for whatever reason just to come over here and beef? That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
And why did I say that I left from over there and stopped giving commentary over there? Nothing towards anybody, but that's not me. So of course I did not fit in. That's not me. So I don't want to come over here and be going through the same thing again. This not the beef sector. This is street sector. Okay. Well, first and foremost, this the castle, but you get what I'm saying. Whatever sector we're giving commentary on, is there even a street sector anymore? It is what it is. That brings me to the point when people say like, you know, just like, oh, everybody left and everybody giving the new people support and they're not giving us support. This how I look at life, okay? Whatever is for me is always for me. Maybe the Quita storyline wasn't for me, or whatever storyline was not for me. That's okay. Okay? I'm fully aware that whoever is here supporting me, they're the one that need to be here.
Right.
And
Is
those
that
are the
you or
ones
me?
I want here. Huh? What happened?
I'm sorry. You were going in and out. I think it's me. Sorry.
I am? I hope I'm not.
Maybe it was me. I'm sorry. Go ahead. If they haven't, if you're clear on their end, then it was me.
Oh. But yeah, like I've been telling y'all, I'm a lover. I know how to love on people. I don't know how to fight people every day. That's not in my DNA, okay? If you're looking for love, then you need to find VQ. I'm not a fighter, honey. I'm a lover, okay? I know how to just love on people, make people feel good. And yeah, so I don't want to change because of a because of an app. And everybody that is here is who needs to be here. If you feel at the end of the day like, oh, the cast of the whatever, the point is every single person that's in this chat now, they're here because they want to be here. I can't worry about who don't want to be here anymore or be here sometime. It just is what it is. Like, it's not that serious. All right. It's a freaking app. Period, point blank. It's an app. And I don't see myself getting up every day being worked up about an app. Like, for crying out loud, it's a freaking red app. If it pisses you off too much, close it. Okay? Yeah, and I really think that the minute everybody know how to just do that, then your life, your online experience will be a whole lot better. That's why I have the days where that's why I told y'all, like, if you're one of the people that wake up first thing in the morning and as soon as you wake up, it's like, oh, let me go on YouTube. Let me go see who made a community post. Let me go say who said what. No, you automatically channeling negative energy for the rest of the day. Like, how about you try to do it reverse? Wake up, go do everything you want to do, and then open the app on YouTube. That means you set your tone for the day that you want. You know what I mean? Try it. It actually works. Okay. You said, Mimi, you're good at that. Let me see. What does Mimi say? You're good. You said, but I'll be listening. Yeah. And Gracia said, I'm not confrontational neither. I don't even like to argue because it triggers my PTSD. I grew up in chaos, so I'd rather keep my life peaceful without confrontation and drama. Right. I want to get up fighting every day. Mm-mm. So Copper said, I listen here and there, but I'm still unfamiliar with who's who. Right. Mm-hmm. Definitely. That is true, Glossy. Definitely true. Yeah. So I'm just here, y'all. It is what it is. So yeah, when it comes to the whole Quita thing, it's like, of course, if he drop a video, I'm gonna watch it. That's automatic. You know what I mean? But at this point, it's like I don't want to get up every day and then every single video I drop is about the same person either. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'm like, I'm not even doing that in a day. You said, Copper, if you don't like a storyline, okay, I read that. So do that make sense? I don't want to wake up every day and every video on my channel is about one person. You say I can fight, but I don't want to be fighting people. In real life, people actually gravitate towards me because I talk mad ish and I'm a listener to those who need to be heard. Yeah. Harper, I think people be joking, like, no, I'm so serious. When I walk like in a store that I frequent all the time and you have your regular cashiers and stuff, people just be, hey girl, what's up? How you doing? Da da da. They like, you know what I'm saying? Real friendly. What that tell you? What that tell you? You treat people good. No random person, like just say you walk up in your store right now. They're not gonna be like, hey girl, how you doing? This and that, real extra and friendly or whatever. If you're just nasty, they're not gonna do that. So, yep, I don't want to be fighting on here like that. What Marcus said the other day is actually not even productive. And it's definitely not. Gordon, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
No, I'm not
I don't
talking.
know if
I'm
you
on.
are.
I'm on mute. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all ready for us to go? The chat kind of calmed down a little bit. Or what else y'all want to talk about?
Well, can we all hit the like button? And if you like to support the channel and tip the host, $vibes Queen 6.
Thank you, Golden. But
Welcome.
yeah, there's nothing else going on. You said, and it's draining. It is, Mimi. It is.
Very draining.
Very.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy because if you got to go through that online, you really don't, you could go through that in real life. And if you're not even going through all of that in real life, why even go online with it? You know what I mean? Like, why even do that to yourself? Like, for real.
Drea talking to you. She said, I watched a documentary this weekend about the Rolling Crips. Girl,
Oh,
I see
girl,
what Copper say. Go
don't
ahead.
say that, Drea, because they swear that I didn't claim Crip, and I ain't never. They can never bring any kind of recording or video to say that I've said that I was a Crip. I swear these people. But do I know them? Very well. Do they play about me? They don't. Remember, that was my era. And if I could survive the 80s in Los Angeles, do you think these people on this internet, especially these ones from these old little tiny town, just they can't hang with me? They ain't never seen the stuff I've seen before. They don't even know the stuff I know. Even the ones who say that they know like about, that's the reason why they can't really understand a lot of the stuff that goes on with Marcus, because they really don't. Their streets and the streets I've seen are different. And like I said, it's not psychology, it's sociology. And like with these females and all that, pulling these plays, Quitas, and even all the females that Marcus dealt with, they was doing the same thing. They just was not as wild as Quita. They was trying to get over and get by. When you hear the stories and how it all started, what they said to him first, how he responded. And we got to remember, Marcus was not just an interviewer running a business. He was just freestyling out there on the streets. Marcus is a street nigga too, but he's just uh, uh, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more intelligent, or he's not a homeless street nigga. See, that's where these people don't understand too. They got many types of street niggas. They got street niggas who come from very good families. I can't teach them.
You said I watch a documentary. Yeah, I saw it, Dre. You posted it on your wall.
Oh, wait a minute. One of the best men I've ever dated was never. Oh, well, that's from over there, from where I am, cop. What? Well, we'll talk later. I'll find out what's his name. I probably know him. Yeah, they don't play about me, and that's for real, for real. I lived in a home with a gangster, so I've lived in a home. Let me back that up. I lived in home with gangsters all my life. Now, during my father's time, there was no such thing as Crips, but my father was a gangster in his day, growing up in the city of Los Angeles. In fact, that's how he and Barry White became friends and homeboys. If you guys do some research, Barry White was a gangbanger. Barry White and my dad were from the same gang, and my uncles. And the Crips came about later. Monique's uncle, he created the West Side Crips. His homeboy Raymond created just the Crips. Monique's auntie, Bonnie, she created the Criplets.
Wait, you talking about
That's,
Monique, the interviewee?
yeah. I used to think Monique, when Monique was talking, she was like, she mentioned it such one time, like my family, some. So then I asked her, I said, what was your family? When she said something about they created the Crips. And I said, is Raymond Washington or Tookie Williams related to you? And that's what she said, yeah, Tookie. The day when she was all acting crazy online, and all of a sudden I saw somebody named Bonnie come in and say, Monique, I knew she was definitely telling the truth because I knew Bonnie created the Criplets. And this is the very reason why I be saying, like, when these niggas be coming on here threatening these women, it was like this. I'm not used to that. The gangster, the dudes, for the most part, they don't mess with the girls. They have the female gangsters handle them. They might even have the female gangsters handle some of their women. And if they get into it with their woman, that's their job. Monique's auntie Bonnie, she created the Criplets.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Because at first I got thought, like I said, because Monique be lying and stuff. And I remember she said it a few times, and I said she might. And that's when I asked her one time, and she told me, and I just took it for what it was. I can't say, oh, you lying, because everybody's related to somebody. Everybody, I don't care who it is. The president of the United States is related to somebody. You know what I'm saying? His black side is from Africa. Let me give another example. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kobe Bryant, he got some Shanays in his family some damn where. What's her name? Gloria. What's her name? Glorilla or whatever. They coming out one by one. So, I mean, that is what it is. But no, when I knew definitely Monique was telling the truth the day her auntie came, and I knew that her aunt Bonnie is the person. Bonnie was the one who created the Criplets.
Listen, I've been tuned in to Truth Sector over there with D. Okay, D been dropping them videos. First it was the sister, now it's brother complaining about the trash can and all of this. Definitely run over there because I'm like, no, they just come off as sorry. This is my opinion, okay? I just feel like if you have a sibling and your sibling got famous and your sibling don't feel like they want to reach back and help you, that speaks volumes to me. Not making Glorilla look like so bad, but That just show that he, 'cause basically, long story short, none of my siblings gonna be famous and forget about me. Okay, so it's something ain't right. Hey, Copper.
Hey,
It's
how's
a
my
lot that's not right. I mean,
I think I
yeah,
heard
I
her
think,
burping already.
you're burping?
Mm-hmm.
hey, Kyle,
Hey, hold on.
I
Let me
do
turn up the.
believe that, you should help your family. I come from a family, that's what we do. But you got to be careful. And those people, I'm looking at them, are bad investments. They think that she's just, because she make money, she's just supposed to fuck it off and to not have anything. That's how you end up losing everything, messing with people like that. What's your plan? Okay, if I help you with your car this month, what you gonna do next month? See, people don't ask those kind of questions. She know what time it is. They just want her to give him, and they gonna be doing the same shit. They all look like street niggas. That
But
girl,
I'm
the
looking.
girl boy, huh?
But I'm looking like, so you really gonna come on this good old internet complaining about a trash can?
They just
Really?
trying to make her look bad.
You know,
But that make
it's
them
funny.
self look bad.
They not
So
looking at it like that. With people with that mindset, they thinking like, yeah, glow up, that's messed up. People who are more level headed can see beyond that.
see, I was
Listen,
more. Is hold
it,
on. First, is my audio good?
hmm yeah.
Oh, no, I was about to say because I was when the story first came out about that. I was like, because I'm kind of like in the middle because I'm one of them people that when I got up, my family was good. Even if I didn't have to buy them nothing, like, or I want to, they ain't know about my money. I would just go visit their house and I'll write a check for them and leave it there as a surprise. So when I leave, I tell them I left a check. But I remember my lawyers telling me, and I had a financial advisor before I got a fiduciary that worked for MetLife, and we was at the Johnny Cocker law firm, and I remember him telling me this, like, when you get your money, do not let family make you go broke. That's the first people who will let you go broke. You don't owe anybody nothing. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this man don't know me or my family, to disregard my family. But luckily, I didn't have one of those entitled families because, I'm used to take care, but we all take care of each other, basically. So I had no problem dishing out money. But at the same time, the sister was saying, like, basically, like, oh, she taking care of her friends more than her own siblings. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of messed up. But then again, what's your relationship with your siblings? What's the dynamic? And she said Glorilla lied when some interview on live said she bought their mama a house. So that's why I'm in the middle because I'm like, damn, you could at least buy your mama a house. That's I was happy about my parents' house. That made me feel good. I was doing for my family, but I'm realistic to know everybody's family is not like that with each other. So that's why I'm kind of in the middle because I'm like, you can't, like how Golden was saying, like I say, like I buy one of my siblings a Mercedes Benz, but they don't have the money to upkeep it. But I would rather give them some money and they figure it out on their own, or buy something that keep them stable. And the best thing I would think of, get you a crib at least, and then you work your way up from there. At least you got something from me that's stable, that's worth something. You understand? That you can live off of. And versus a car, something that I'm buying something for you and you don't have the lifestyle to obtain the maintenance on it or whatever. That don't make no sense to me. So I'm kind of in the middle. I got so overwhelmed because it was like the other brothers, the other siblings all coming out. So I'm like, well, y'all doing too much at this point. This is family business. I could understand her first sister because she said she was mostly upset that Gorilla lied and said that she brought her mama house and she ain't never bought her mom no house, and that she brought the father a Jaguar that he can't even take care of. So I'm like, I understand it, but I'm like, damn, now this shit keep going. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it's just crazy to me.
Well, here's the question: the
And
sister really don't know if she's taking care of her friends or not, and if she has, she might not know the details about it. But if she is taking care of the friends, then something might be wrong with the family. And
That's
if
what I
she
was saying.
lied
Yep.
about, huh?
No, I was agreeing. That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, damn, I'm in the middle because you don't know
I'm
exactly.
riding the fence with that too. I've been riding the fence with that myself. Um, because I do know that people will make you lose everything trying to make you feel like all of a sudden it's your responsibility. They'll all of a sudden plan their whole life around your money instead of
Yep.
their money. Like to have a hard time or a difficult time for that month. But my thing is that I don't know about her lying about the mother and with the house and all of that. But at the same time, they might not even really know how much money she really has coming in. Because I've heard so many stories where these people blow up and you come to find out years later that they barely made anything. I don't
Yeah.
know.
it's just weird to me when you talking about you're a family member coming on the internet talking about another family member. I just don't respect it. I just don't. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, yeah, it's getting too much. 'Cause all the siblings speaking. So like I could understand the first sister, even though she dragged it out, but she felt like she lied on about her mom's like, oh, she ain't about my mom in our house. She don't do nothing for us. But you went extra with it. Now you made it to she don't do nothing for us. She don't do nothing for her siblings. She did that for that person. And it's like, all right now. I could understand you being upset if she lied about your mom. Now you making it personal. Then it came up she wanted $2,500 and Glorilla stole one of her sandwiches before. She knows she ain't got no money. And I'm
But
like, what is going on here?
I'm gonna tell you
Didn't they
something.
didn't they tell us all that sometimes family could be the worst?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. Maybe she didn't buy her mother a house, and there could be something behind that too.
Yeah.
Because she probably knew if she bought the mama a house, they would all come over there and just you know what I'm saying? Doing what they trying to do now, just suck up everything. And they might not know what she might be doing for her mother. She might be sending her mother money or doing stuff for her mother, and that might be between them. And I'm just saying that from my own experience of not
Exactly.
telling my sibling about what I've done or did or gave my mother. It was between us. Or because
And
I didn't want them to be all in the business or to be bothering my mother about something.
yeah,
But
because even with my parents, like when I didn't buy them the house when I first got my money because they didn't want to leave New York, and I'm like, well, and I was trying to surprise them. I'm looking at nice properties in Florida or Connecticut because that's where a lot of our family live, and I know they wouldn't mind being there. So I'm looking at other places for nice homes. And then, so good thing I had a talk with them because they both was like, they don't want to leave New York. They don't even want to go, even if I consider a house on the outskirts of New York City, they didn't want to do it. So it took me a while to, just accept the fact like my parents don't want to leave. And I feel like it would be better, but that's their choice. They comfortable where they at. And good thing and it's crazy how my dad found the house because one day he just came out of me nowhere with a flyer, and it was a house in a neighborhood, and he's like, oh, I want to go look at this open house. And at that time they chopping up everything in New York. Everything's so small now, like they renovate everything into boxes. So I'm like, it's a new house. I don't know if it's gonna be good. So we was like, let's go look at it. And as soon as we got there, we felt like it was so big, walk-in closets. And that's another thing in New York too. A lot of places ain't building closets no more. So you gotta buy like well, people don't buy armoires no more, but you gotta have storage and shit. That's why storage is such a big thing, because people house so damn small now. So the house is so big and everything. And I said, I gotta get it for my dad. But just the paper process, I didn't want to go through. But good thing that what's so funny? The broker, I was debating on putting the down payment, so he's like, "You want the house for sure?" I got two more people looking. I know how that goes. So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll contact you by Monday. It was like a Thursday, so I said I would let you know by Monday. And so at Friday, he called me. He was like, well, I may not be in my office Monday, whatever, whatever. Talk to my son. I said, okay. So Monday came. I still didn't call him yet because I was talking. My parents ain't decide yet. We was still on the fence, whatever. But I know my parents, they both really liked it, and I'm just like, okay. So I said, let me go try to get this money out so I go pay this man. So when I called the man and asked him what day can I set up to meet him that week, he said, you want the house? I said, yeah. He said, you know what? I knew you wanted the house. I said, you did? He said, I could tell. I could tell you wanted to buy the house for your parents and your parents really liked the house. So I'm like, yeah, they did. So, the man put the down payment for me. He said,
Wow.
I trust in you so much, and I don't even know you. I knew you was going to take the house. I put the money up for you already, so nobody else is looking at it really. I already told him I got somebody that put the money down that made an offer. So I said okay, and my mother was kind of anxious because I told her too, like, oh, she like, oh, how you gonna get that man that money? This, because my mother wasn't counting my money at the time, so she didn't know how much money I really had, right? And so I like, well, I'm gonna go pay him. And I paid him, but that man put up that money for us and didn't even know us. And during the whole weekend, he never told me he did that. But we end up getting a house, and my dad is happy with his house, and even the house in Barbados, the land and everything. I made sure everything was secure, and it was no liens on the property, no nothing. So, I'm one of the people. Like I said, I know people families are different. They got different relationship with their siblings. Me and my brother didn't really get along, but we stick up for each other. So my brother came out. First of all, when my brother was in jail, he had $1,000 on his commissary. I was dropping $1,000 every month on his commissary. He was living it up. And when he came home, he had a brand new car, everything, brand new closet full of clothes, everything. So he was good. And a lot of people was like, "Oh, I thought you and your brother we don't get along, but we do for each other." So I would. That's what I'm saying. Like I would never come out here. Me and my brother beef was our own beef, but we don't let outsiders get into that because at the same time, if my brother not have beef with somebody, my brother used to pop off on people I didn't even know about. He heard I got beef with somebody. Next thing you know, oh, your brother did such as, and I was the same way with him. If I caught somebody I knew that somebody lacking that I know had beef with my brother, I'm popping off on them. So that's just my point that they all these siblings coming out and it's like that's the problem right there. Y'all don't know how to stick together. So it's not gonna work. Y'all here talking at each other, telling the whole world y'all business and y'all grievances within each other. That's is you expect her to do something for you now? She's definitely not gonna do it. She's
Hold on
definitely
one
Exactly, because now
second.
you didn't.
Hold on one second. Hey, pretty
Okay.
lady. You say, hey, queen. Thanks for having me back again. Appreciate you. You're welcome. Welcome back, pretty lady. I hope you're doing well. My
And
bad.
it's
I just wanted to acknowledge her.
okay. Hi, pretty lady. Especially with them trying to embarrass her. You know, that's what my great grandmother used to talk about. Putting all your dirty laundry out on the streets. So you're right. And also, Copper, like you mentioned about like the older houses. I
mm-hmm.
remember when my friend, she was trying to get, she was looking for a house, and she was trying to get me to go out there. And I remember a lot of people were just going out about an hour away, right, to Lancaster, Palmdale. This was years ago. Everybody would say, "Oh, you could get um a 4 bedroom, a 3 bedroom, and it was cheaper and all of that, right?" So I just went out there one time with her because she was looking to buy a house. And I was just not impressed. Like you said, not a lot of closet space. It seemed like as soon as I walked in, I bumped into another room. It was nothing like, I'm like, I'm cool. I'd rather keep an older house that was built, you know what I'm saying, with real good wood that's, roomier than to go out there with these newly built houses. And yeah, it's a 4 bedroom, but once you calculate it, like one of my houses, it was a 2 bedroom, and the square footage of my 2 bedroom equated to one of those 3, 4 bedroom houses.
Wait, Loda says she had a cousin. You had a cousin on Maury? My mama and
Oh,
my aunt spazzes out. Yeah,
I didn't
girl.
hear you. What you say?
No, that was Lotus comment on the screen. I was reading. She said she had a cousin on Mari.
Uh, Yeah, to be putting your business, family business out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff.
Me
It's
personally, I
funny.
mean, if I ever came into a large sum of money, I'm always gonna look out for my especially my parents, okay? And my siblings. Even if I don't do nothing for no cousin and none of that, definitely parents, siblings. It's just me. But everybody is different. So
Well, it depends on the relationships. It depends on, like, look at there with Quita. Didn't they say that Quita's family had to throw her out? Like, it depends on what kind of lifestyle they got going. Are they responsible? You gotta look at all that. You know what
And
I
remember,
mean?
Quita for her sister about around the same time. She, they found out that she had that warrant from Short Dog situation. Remember, they thought it was the sister because she did something to the sister.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And that's what goes back to saying that a lot of these people and these interviewees, just people in general, you get to thinking like, oh man, their family, they ain't even, you know what I mean? Thinking it's the family when it's them. And that's the reason why, they don't get the support. Or, you know what I mean? Like Quita was saying that she had a grandmother, she didn't have to be in a motel. But look what happened when she was with her family.
Hmm.
And that didn't last long at all.
yeah.
She
People
can't even
just
get along
different.
with people.
I'm talking about even back in the day when I was working and stuff, and they'll give us, like, even in Christmas we'll get a Christmas bonus. Just say it was $2,000, right? Would you believe me if I said I automatically gave my mom half of it?
I
Even if
believe
she was sitting up there saying, "Oh no, baby, let's take the money and pay your bills," I'm like, "Nah, mom, I'm good." I automatically gave my mom half of every whatever, just because that's my
I
mom.
believe it. And that's the reason
Mm-hmm.
why I think it's so odd when I hear people who just throw their parents to the dust. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know that when they get older and the job can be harder, it depends on their condition. But I feel like this: if you have siblings and between siblings and their benefits and family, it can work out. It worked out for my family. Um,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't get it. Like how you
Yeah.
said, how you just gave your mother half of your bonus. I just, I, I don't know.
Yeah, because
I
I
might
didn't
be
even have
offending
no
some people
kids,
here,
or
but
you know what I mean? I didn't have no kids or nothing. That was all my money. So
Yep. I have no kids either at the time.
I used to do that too.
You
I
know
would
what's
call
funny,
my
right?
grandmother. Huh?
I remember it was in one of Marcus Live, and I think I just got to America. I don't know how it came up, but I mentioned, oh, my father just bought me a new cell phone. So somebody in chat was like, "You a grown woman and your father got to buy your phone?" I said, "He don't have to buy me a phone. He just wanted to buy me a phone." He said, "But oh, but you're all right. I know I'm a grown one. What's so odd? What if I'm 70 and my father was 90 and want to buy me a phone? Why is that? Why does that seem off to you for you to be like, ain't you a grown woman?" And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I said, I can buy my own phone. It was a gift. Yeah, I mean, it don't matter how old you are. You can get a gift. It's all right. Like, and me and my siblings, my parents spoiled us. So I'm happy at the age now too. I'm able to spoil them back. My father, every car he had in the past 20 years, I bought everything. So he bought me a phone, and this man went hysterical, like, "Oh, you're a grown woman." I said,
Well,
"Listen,
that's because
my family does that. That's how we operate."
that's how we
I I,
operate too.
I want to see how Caribbean copper is.
They sure would say something about me if they found out what my dad did for me. And I was a full grown woman with two kids. I didn't ask him to do it. He just went to the car dealership, said he wanted to see my kids in a certain type of car. This was years ago. He wanted to see me in a PT Cruiser. Okay. He went down there and put the money down, not the money down, he just about paid for the whole car. And
Hmm.
then told me, he kept saying, I got this car for you. Go down there and get it. And the guy, when I went down there, he was tripping out too about the whole thing. And he left me with just $2,000 of payments. Basically, he just bought me the car, but left me. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't ask for that, but like you said, it's the kind of family we come from.
Mm-hmm.
He really didn't buy the car for me. He really bought it from, well, he did. He said he wanted to see my kids and I in one. Then he was gonna buy another one because he said he wanted to see us, right? He liked PT Cruisers for some reason. He wanted to see us in a convertible one. And I was like, no, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna to look at this comment right here. You ever heard this song, Copper? You never send a money to your rancher, you spell a whole money abroad. You know what song that is? I can't remember what artist it is, but I know it was like, you're richer. You never think your life hard. Squander all your money, now you're
I'm
living
trying.
like dog.
Is
You're
it
richer.
Buju? Is it Buju or Bounty?
I
Buju.
don't know. Drea, you are Jamaican to your damn heart. If you remember that song, that's an old school reggae. Okay.
What is it? Wait a minute, sing it again.
uh it was something like, basically the song is like, you went to America, you made all your money, but you didn't send no money back home to save or whatever. So it's like, you're richer, you never think your life hard, squander your money, now you're living like dog, you're richer. Yeah, it's a song. Drea, you ain't no good. I wanted to see if Copper know what artist that was. I can't remember the name now.
I'm thinking is it Buju? Nah, is it? Mm-mm.
He said somebody hated that. I'm the same way. Girl, now I got to figure out who sing that song. Let me see. Erection. Girl, I don't even know how to spell the damn wretch. Like how they say erection. Oh, let me see. Hmm. I don't know, honey. It was Buju? Yeah. Girl, probably
Yeah,
was. I think you're right, Drea. Uh-huh. It was Buju.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking is Buju.
All right now.
I always mix up the old Buju and Bounty. I don't know, for some reason back in the days. Oh my God, I don't know what it is, but I used to always mix them two up. Now I don't, of course, but that's I always used to mix them two up. But Buju fine now. Woo child. That's why he got 17 kids, but I don't know.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well,
He
I
get
don't know about that, Copper, because I didn't seen some ugly ones with 17 kids now.
Nah, I think
So,
since he went to prison and got released after the 10 years, he looked a whole lot different. His
yeah, he
dreads are
look good.
longer.
And
His
he dark
dark,
skin.
he dark skin, but it's like
His
a
dark skin is beautiful. I don't even know how to explain it. He look like he like the Sudan people who be having that nice dark skin. He got that kind of dark skin, like it's majestic.
yeah. And I'm like, dang, I didn't realize he was that tall. I don't remember how tall he is now, but he was way taller when I Googled it than how tall I thought he was. Uh-huh. He got how many kids? Girl, 17.
how many baby daddies? I mean, baby mamas.
That I don't know.
Mm. Everybody's like, I got to have a baby by him.
I think Ninja Man got the most. They posted it was a post not too long ago I saw on Instagram about that, about all these Jamaican dancehall singers that got like double digit number of kids. Child.
Oh,
That's
Butcher
because they
Banton
was
is
meeting them
six
women up
two.
in that dance hall.
Yeah, he's 6'2".
Yeah.
17 children. That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
I
17 children nowadays is a lot. But I mean, back in the day, they had 17. That wasn't unusual.
yeah,
12, 13,
they start and
16, 22.
they they started early too. That's why nowadays I'm not, even though we live in a different society now, but when people make it so taboo about, girls having babies at, at a young age. Of course, you don't want them having a young age now because they got a future. But it's not. How can you say, like, it's not degrading? It's not that shameful. It's just not that. It's not recommended. It's not, in this day and age because we all work. Because even even when I look up like my grandmother in the records, they were still getting married at 16 and working and everything. They done had 5 children by 21. That was the
Right.
norm. And this was 1930, 1940.
True. But see, things have changed so much. Like you said, they were married. A lot, most of them were married, and society now is just so different.
Yeah.
According
Um,
to Google, he has 17 children. While the exact number of different baby mothers is not officially confirmed, yeah,
Yeah,
17
he
kids
never
though.
he never confirmed how many baby mothers he got.
I mean, it's just like I think my grandmother, she got married. I think when she was 20.
Mm-hmm.
My other grandmother, both of them, got married about then. Like my other grandmother, I think her first marriage was probably a little bit before 20. My parents got married young.
Look at,
My mama was 19.
Even
hold
working
on.
at a young working, a lot of people didn't go to high school back in the days. Even if they got any education, it was up to like elementary school level for the
About
most
eighth
part.
grade, usually maybe like up to junior high, eighth grade, and
Yeah, junior,
they
right.
went off to work.
They went off to work, right?
No, I am not doing this with y'all tonight. I am not doing it. No, look at Pretty Lady talking about them Jamaican men can lay some pipe. I'm not doing this with y'all. Y'all know that every night we go down the wrong avenue, but it's normally Copper's fault.
But who's
Ain't my
starting it
fault.
up tonight? I'm not even looking
Pretty
at the chat. Who's
Lady,
starting it up?
Pretty Lady, and look at Glasses Johnny. Well, you know them
Lord have
Jamaican men
mercy.
some freaks. Abort, abort. Let me stop. I just
It's,
had to mess with y'all. Oh, really? Slime language. You say you fake as hell. You be laughing at what Troy say about Marcus. I'm two-faced. Okay, well that's your opinion.
But how do you know when you laughing?
I don't know. That's their opinion, though. They say they think I'm two-faced. Well, hey, what did I laugh at that Troy said about Marcus? I don't know.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an opinion, but it's also a assumption and a lie because they said you laugh at Troy when he talk about Marcus, but how do we know you laughing at anything Troy said about Marcus?
Well, the last time I checked, this was a couple of days ago. Troy had a live, and when I got there, Marcus was getting off the panel, and he didn't seem upset. So he's fine with Troy. So what's the problem? You said
yeah,
you be
he's good with
commenting on
Troy.
Troy stuff. You know, slimy, bruh. Gotta watch you. Okay.
In
She
fact,
laughed in his comments.
But that's what I'm saying. How you know what the person laughing at? Unless they say, "How? Yeah, because you laughing," and then with a sentence or something. But I mean,
but were you laughing at the comments, his comment, or the comments in the chat?
right?
Uh,
Child, can't nobody show you no comment of nobody bashing Marcus, and I was sitting there laughing. So I ain't worrying about it.
but Marcus is okay with him because Marcus said in his live today, like somebody asked about Quita and her court date or something. Marcus basically directed them over to Troy. He said he didn't have time for all that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Like,
this name though from the chat, and I'm like, what kind of name was that? So, hey,
We don't, girl.
what
Who,
name?
girl, boy, stop playing with
mm,
us in Atlanta. Who cares about Atlanta?
Who said something about Atlanta?
They did. I don't. What?
Wait,
What?
let me look at the comments. I'm not
He
looking
said.
at that.
He said, "Don't stop
Let me
play
see
with us
what's
in
going
Atlanta."
on.
Oh, they did make a comment before like that too. Like, oh, ain't nobody here ready from Atlanta. I seen that in somebody else chat. They always talk about Atlanta. We don't care about Atlanta. That's why we watch Marcus. You see all y'all degenerates.
Don't speak
Yep,
on eight. Okay, we're gonna move on. So yeah,
they wrote
Budget
that
is
before.
no, he's 6'2", as in height, 6'2", not 62. You said they just joined January 26th. Child, we finna move right along. We ain't giving you
I
no
knew
more
it was a
energy.
troll.
But
Don't speak on
yeah.
Atlanta business. What kind of business Atlanta got? Because I could tell you the statistics about Atlanta.
But I challenge anybody to put up
Statistically.
a screenshot of me in a live chat where anybody bashing Mark. And first of all,
But I can speak on whatever I want. What the
I've
fuck?
never heard Troy bash Marcus anyway. So I don't know what you're talking about, but it is what it is. Okay.
And if we speak in Atlanta, then what? Oh yeah, like Rock said, or what? Like speak on Atlanta business. And if we
What
do,
kind of business do they have? Because see, I could talk about the statistics, which scares me. Why I don't even know why single women want to be out there because it ain't no. Let me
uh-huh.
shut up.
What were we talking about again?
It's-
we was
They got their 5 minutes of fame. Now we're gonna move on. Like,
we was
come
talking
on to
about
your real
bougie.
account.
And
Yeah,
Booge,
Booger
slime
62.
language. How much do you know about Atlanta? Do you remember about the Atlanta? Do you recall the Atlanta the murderer? What's his name? When all them black youngsters, they weren't all kids, like young adults and kids, was getting snatched up and they was finding them gone. That's what when I think of Atlanta, that's what I remember. And remember when everybody was wearing the yellow ribbon? Oh yeah, you don't know nothing about that. Next.
Damn, I wish I had my clip. Well, if I talk about ATL business, what you're gonna come whoop my ass? Am I go?
Somebody just trolling. See, that's what I be talking about. But they ain't really saying nothing real bad. But still,
Yeah.
all you got to do is come as you are, unless you blocked. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it real.
Trolls need love too. Okay, moving right
Yeah.
along.
That person loved them some Atlanta boy. You should go run for mayor. Get some resources out there for the homeless and all them destitute people in destitute positions that Marcus interviewed. Oh, you
Say
should.
it.
I'm
Copper,
waiting
I'm
for him to say
sorry.
something to me.
I'm sorry, Copper.
Oh,
No, the
if
chat
you
telling
not
Golden
from
to say it.
here we go. It's a new one that came in. Damn, they need some tension. Y'all need some attention. Awkward being me. Awkwardly, I know you is awkward being you.
Child.
You from the projects? That's the projects. They be happy about their projects, boy.
Golden, you gotta do it for the one time. They're waiting, Golden. Come whoop my ass.
Now, well, just come with my ass then. That's what you can do.
West Side
If
Zone
you
4
got
sound like a war
that much
zone.
of a problem, West
How
Side
much is
Zone for Allen Temple
how much is the
in the
rent?
building.
Rent probably like $800. You got bullet holes in the doors, fiends in the hallways. That's what Zone 4 sound like. Sound like a whole bunch of queeters.
What's the name of that street queen to be on? I swear to you, the next time I go to Atlanta, I'm heading to that street. What's the
What?
name of that
Glenwood.
street? Huh?
Listen, Abs always telling the show where you think we need a bodyguard.
Everything all right?
Hey, Abs.
He got a
Like,
blood
hold
clot.
up. Uh-huh. Time but we you live?
Okay, yeah, she be on Glenwood. That's right. When I get down to Atlanta, awkwardly, I'm going to Glenwood. She didn't put Glenwood on the map.
I have never heard about Glenwood until they started talking about Glenwood. Okay.
Oh, I like 90s Atlanta. Atlanta now, I don't like it. Only time I go to Atlanta, I'll be in Sandy Springs. And Sandy Springs is, more, it's like, a good area. People with jobs and money in the houses and stuff.
Yeah, I know somebody who lives out in Sandy Springs. They have a little nice size upstairs, downstairs home.
Hmm.
I ain't about to get kidnapped. Do you think that Glenwood is the only place that sell D and pimp?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yes. Y'all need to know how to leave in the Atlanta.
See, if I felt like it, I'd go down. I would drive all the way to the east side and go to Figueroa, put on my
Don't
camera so y'all can see them girls. You talking about some hoes?
buy. You don't have a city. You barely own property. How you have a city?
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Copper. I get so tired of people trying to say my hood, my street. Like, nigga, you don't even own nothing. You don't pay property taxes. What you mean, yo, what?
Exactly.
Be claiming something and ain't even put no kind of money on it.
I always thought
Barely
that.
paying rent.
I say where I'm from, but I would never say this and that. I don't know. I don't. That ain't my shit. That belong to the county of the Bronx or the county of New York, and yeah, that's who that belong to.
All right. You
Okay,
see
well,
how
if
we
you
just
make,
let you rock? We see how we just let you rock, but you was talking
yeah, he
like,
changed his name,
now you
whoever it is. If you made over $200,000 in the streets, what did you do with the money? Oh,
You,
Jordan.
better yet, hit the link. Hit the link, okay? All
you
that
made
typing. Come up here. Come tell us about your city.
you made it and you lost it.
You screwed it up. What was you doing? Buying gold teeth, some Jordans. What did you do with the 200,000? Did you invest anything? Did you buy one of them little $50,000 houses? At least
No, let them hit the link.
They
They
hood rich.
won't.
Hood rich means,
you got
AKA, if I
you
die
got your
today,
little car.
they need a
You,
fish fry on Friday to bury me. That's what hood rich means.
What the hell was we talking about before they came up in here?
oh,
Oh,
they got gold neck.
they
Oh,
got
wait
gold
a minute. You
necklaces.
might have did something good there. Even they had to laugh. But wait a minute. Wait a minute now. You might wait a minute. Now let me put you on game. Cause see, my cousin, that's when the first time I didn't even realize I was trading. My mom's cousin taught me how to trade. Back then it was no internet, so you would have to go to the, oh, I can't even think what they call them. Uh Brokers. And we would buy the gold, right? And every day, a couple of times a day, I would call to see how much the gold is because it would fluctuate like stocks. And
Yeah,
then it might, like, we might buy the gold for 150 for an ounce, and then it might fluctuate and go up to like 250, and then we go back down to the brokers and sell it. So how many ounces of gold you got? Because now for an ounce of gold is a few $1,000. If I was listening to this guy years ago when he suggested for me to buy. I had some gold, but I'm saying like invest in gold, get a so those right, grab your pen and paper because I'm giving you some information that somebody, a guy who's into this, he advised me, and I didn't do it. I decided to buy some properties to flip. He advised me because he already knew what was going to happen with the real estate. He advised me to go and buy gold. Go to the bank, get a what they call those boxes. Y'all know what
the
I'm talking about.
a PO
Huh?
box.
No. When you, not the box, those the ones that they have in the bank where you store gold, store, important
A
stuff.
safe?
Safe
Oh,
deposit boxes, right. You told me to get a
yeah.
safe deposit box, buy gold and put it in there and let it sit. Cause go and I did not listen. So when I be sharing with people with shit, I be trying to put them on game. But anyway, if you got your gold necklaces, how many ounces do you have? You might be able to get on and get, since you don't have the $200,000 anymore. You might want to go ahead and then do some flipping and then reinvest that.
My father, he always wore a lot of jewelry. Like his hands was full of rings, multiple chains around his neck. He had gold teeth. He had all that. And one thing he always did growing up, like when he brought us jewelry or whatever, he kept every jewelry. He kept all gold. He always said gold is a asset that's more of an asset than anything else. So
True.
he my father got like earrings from when I was a little kid that I don't wear no more. He keeps all his gold stuff. all his gold. All the gold his children had, everything. My father holds on to that gold.
It's definitely
I'd
worth more
say
than a paper dollar. Hmm.
I'd say stock market's gonna crash today. Apparently, China about to f it up. Ooh.
Watch
Well,
out,
you
why you
know what,
say that?
Alex?
Hmm.
And I was asking Abs, why did he say that?
Thank you, Glossy. That's what I was about to say. I love gold. I don't know why Ab said that. Copper. That's what he said. The stock market about to crash.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking why he
Um.
said.
hmm We gotta wait on him to answer. But me too, Glossy. Yeah, I don't look nice in silver. I really think that, and this don't take this the wrong way, but this is my opinion. I think that real dark skinned people would look nice in silver. They look better in silver. Y'all done blocked me. Nobody blocked you because you're still in the chat.
It's true, but that's true because me too. And I got red undertone. I'm more of a red bone undertone. Silver don't look good on me.
Right.
You, your skin complexion got to be dark so the silver stands out.
hmm Like I bet, like even go back to Buju, how you was talking about his complexion. Yeah, he would look nice in silver. But gold is definitely my the one that match my skin, huh?
No, D, do not. This hell no, girl. Do not pull that Bitcoin right now. Hell no. This is not the good time to pull anything from Bitcoin. I just called my man the other day and told him like Bitcoin has significantly dropped. I said, listen, you need to go. I just bought me some more Bitcoin. Go buy some more Bitcoin. It's going back up slowly, but it's no. It's politics affects the market. That's why
It's
one thing I
true.
learned trading, you have to pay attention to technology, especially if you got technology stocks, and you have to pay attention to what's going on in the world with the politicians.
Politics.
Yeah,
Hmm. I don't even want to get into that subject because I know a lot of people are anti-Trump, and it has nothing to do about whether I'm pro-Trump or anti-Trump. I can just say that I made good money when he was in office. Was it
yeah,
4 years ago? 5, 6, whatever.
yeah. Remember, I said that to you too, and we was in
Hmm.
wheelchair, like
And
under.
that's why people they too so emotional. They're not even thinking about the benefits.
Yeah,
You know, I get my jewelry from the pawn shop. I work every day now, and I don't trail no more. Troll no more. You don't troll no more. I'm not in the streets no more. Just stop disrespecting my city. How we disrespecting your city? Whose ass you? Whose butt you gonna come with because we say something about the city that you own? The city you own all. Well, why don't you clean up that city so some of these single women can find them a straight man and not a DL or one who just ain't interested in women at all? Because you know the statistics out there. Clean that up first.
clean up the STD rates, clean up the poor
Yeah,
living rates, the homelessness rates. Your city got a lot to do. Your city got a lot to work on.
you got a lot of work to do, bro.
Yeah.
But you saying you get your jewelry from the pawn shop? Is that where you got the jewelry from when you had the $200,000? I'm a straight man. I got plenty of women, black and white. Well, I'm sure
Yep.
you do because it ain't too many candidates. So
But
you doing good
that's what
out
I
there.
be
That's like you going to the Yag Club and being the only straight man. You gonna get all the women. It
poor
ain't that
thing.
much
He
competition.
You just want attention. Nobody care if you black, white. Nobody care what woman you get. Nobody care what you work, what you do. If somebody gonna say something about Atlanta, they gonna say it, and that's just period. So either you gonna cry about it, or you gonna continue throwing a tantrum. But that's on you. Nobody don't care. We don't care.
Of course, they're
Stop
not from there,
speaking
but they've
on us.
all congregated and they've all settled there.
Anyway, they
So
nobody.
due
They
to
want
that. you know what I mean? The community, you know what I'm saying? Statistically, it doesn't look good.
I know one thing. I'm running to the UK. I'm so scared. They say I'll come see about you. Oh shit.
You got a whole bunch of crackheads, homos, all that going on.
I'm scared, y'all. They said they gonna come see us. I'm gonna go live with Marcus the next time he goes.
How y'all let gay niggas from all over take over your city? That's crazy.
Really?
That is crazy.
Exactly.
Nah, Abs, cause the narrative is we block everybody. So hell, they subscribe. They up in here running, saying what they gotta say, child.
You got a GED at least? At least you got a GED? You sound like one of them people that got a GED at 26 with an IEP.
Well, if you coming down here, I'm going to assume that you might have to go back to the pawn shop to sell some of that jewelry.
Child, I'm gone. Cause the amount of time they don't say that they're gone. At this damn point, I'm gone. Okay. They don't say good night about 3 times.
Look, he said I didn't graduate. You don't graduate with a GED. Oh my God. I was trying
Oh
to be
God.
nice, but you slow. Clearly.
Oh God. But anyway, I don't know. Anybody else have anything else to say? Right? I might as well come to the UK. Somebody got us. We're gonna do something.
You're gonna starve. You're gonna starve in the UK.
You know what? I got more money than y'all. People that have money don't even announce how much money they have.
Right. Especially a nigga gonna graduate. The fuck?
What's the name of that song? Something Rich. Wait a minute. It's a song. Wait a minute. Let me sing it in my head real fast.
Right, Glossy? Marcus, come get your boy. Marcus gonna say, I don't know him. Oh gosh. But anyway, I hope we made their night. They had about 15 minutes. I'm gonna go live with Marcus. You'll see what's up. All right.
You can go live all you want. I don't care. What the fuck? I don't care if you go live, you don't go live. I don't care. Nobody cares.
Hood Rich. That's what you are. That's the name of the song. Y'all remember that song, Hood Rich?
I don't know
Got
names of songs.
everything in my
Imagine,
mama's name.
imagine typing at
Oh,
1
stay
a.m.
fly or stay high or whatever.
Cause I stay fly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but imagine typing in a live chat talking about, I know who Marcus is at 1 a.m. Why Marcus probably over there booed up, him and his lady. You trying to prove a point to us in a live chat that you know him.
He keeps saying Marcus know me. Damn, you riding Marcus nuts so hard.
Oh, I don't know them people. I don't know what you talking about. What? I was
Who is
cool with
that?
Kingdom. I don't know who that is, child.
That's
Not
probably him.
Kingdom.
That was one of his that's one of his short bus friends.
Well, at least you spelled it right though, awkwardly. I gotta give you that. Even if you don't have a GED or even if you didn't graduate, at least you know how to spell it.
People got listen, phones do automatic spelling. So I still be confused how people misspell words and the phone will spell it for you. Because even if you know how you try to spell a word wrong sometimes, and they'll still correct it. Like I wanted to write it like that on purpose. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, Glossy, who is that? Girl, I don't know who that is, honey. Moving right along. I don't know them people. Girl, me
Next in
girl.
line.
Child, anyway.
This is what I mean by men be socially gay. They be so obsessed with other men, what other men do, what other men think. It's just socially gay, and y'all be having all these
Oh, I know.
parasocial
I
relationships
know.
with people
I'm
for
sorry,
real.
Copper. I'm sitting up here wondering, like, why is the name study coming through and this name is blocked?
That's
Because they
because
actually
he's
spelled the
spelling it
name right.
correctly. That's why I said the one
Hold
thing
up.
I can say, even if he didn't have a GED, or even if he didn't graduate, at least he know how to spell.
I
He
doubt
know how
it.
to spell a name that Let me shut up. Okay. Let me be quiet.
I am
But
done. I cannot. But anyway,
we talking about before these Atlanta Dusties came. It's funny because I realized I was blocked in Market Chat because he said something about oh, he hooking up dates. So I was like, Marcus, you gonna fly me out Spirit? I'll date somebody out there. And I was like, damn. And I realized when I said hi, I'm like, damn, nobody saw me say hi. Then I wrote down like, oh yeah, I must be blocked. I must be blocked.
I feel like everybody ignoring me.
right? I didn't see you at all. He said he'll fix it though. I said,
Yeah.
damn, Copper, you really did a damage there. You did a number that day. You were blocked on both channels.
No, but he didn't block me from that. Maybe he did from B side. But remember, he thought I wrote something about him on my page. I was like, I wasn't even talking about you.
He
He
said,
was
stop
paranoid.
everyone.
God.
I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, nigga, we had a whole war, and the person who kept tagging you, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't even talking about you
You see, I'm
because
ignoring you because I don't know them people. I don't know who you talking about.
well, I was ignoring them because they want attention, and it's just coming off like these type of people I don't like in real life. Those type of people rub me the wrong way. Like, ew, you're a bottom feeder. Anything for attention, and especially dudes. Oh, remember I was telling you that oh, I meant to tell you go the Rollers 30 I was talking about. They from New York though. They're not from Cali. I can't remember who they plugged in from Cali. But
I
I'm
didn't hear
such a
you,
hoe.
Copper. I was going into something with my connection. What did you say?
No, I was saying the Rolling 30s, the third that I used to mess with. They from New York, not from Cali.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah, you probably don't know them.
Yeah.
But it was a crazy story about that. How the 30s they love me so much out here, right? Well, I was dating one of the top dudes for one, and then two, right? It's such a small world because he was best friends with the first in charge, and he was the second in charge. But when me and him started dating, I never met the dude that was first in charge, but I heard about him. So they was like, oh, he got locked up. They put a body on him. Allegedly he killed one of the Bloods over there, whatever, whatever. Oh, sorry, I said the K word. Sorry, but so I'm like, oh, so I never met him, right? And I know, my boyfriend at the time used to always go see him, and there was another girl in the set. He used to always go visit them. So I'm like, okay, I heard about them, whatever, whatever. And then he would always go to his court case, and then one day he was telling me like, yeah, I gotta go to court tomorrow. They're about the trial is ending, so they're gonna come up the verdict and everything. And he telling me about the case. And at the same time, my mother was on jury duty, and my mother was telling me about this case, how she don't think it's right, but they want to throw guilty on him, but she's like, the description don't fit. The initial description of the witnesses don't fit the dude. For one, he don't got beard. He don't got a beard. He was a Hispanic dude. He wasn't hairy at all. He had a clean face. And they said he had like a short afro. And this dude, he didn't have kinky hair. And it was just so many things wrong with the situation. Like they couldn't place him there, no nothing at the scene of the crime. So it was one of them type of cases. So when she was like, she's not she don't care when she go to jury duty. She is not guilty. They are not. She don't care how they feel about it. Everybody went through. And she said if they feel like she's sticking them up, she don't care. It's not right. They just trying to throw it on him, right? So as she explained the case to me, and then that day, he called me like, yeah, my man got let off today, whatever, whatever. He beat the charge, whatever. It was a whole big party celebrating, whatever, whatever. So when he was talking about the case that day again, like, yeah, I was in court today, and they were saying this and that, and my mother came home from that day already and told me what happened. So I'm like, that's crazy. I think that's the same case my mother was on. Was the victim such such? So my man at the time was like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, my mother was the main one in there that the fought for the not guilty verdict. And he was like, oh, I seen your mom's. I'm like, yeah, she was the main one because everybody just wanted to get it over and say guilty, and she was like, she's not going along with that. That's not right. Whatever, whatever. A young man life on the line, whatever. And ever since then, they was like, yo, I swear to God, they love my mom. Even if I told my mom birthday, they used to give me so much money to buy her a gift, everything. Like ever since then, the rolling 30s love my mom. They put my mom on the pedestal for letting their whatever title he got out for get him out on that body. Yep, it was
So
crazy.
basically, they ain't about to play about her.
So,
None.
Copper, how dare you? You didn't tell us that you be all in another channel bashing black men and women and all of this. So you see this foolishness?
Where? Wait a
Child.
minute.
I
Wait a minute. What
did.
happened?
I vested Zilot channel bashing. What the hell is channel bashing? First of all, I don't give a fuck about black women or men, so you get out of here.
Wait a
So what
minute.
you
I'm
telling me
just
that
saying who
for?
I think this might be.
And Copper know that's how I talk to her. Like, how dare you? Like, yeah, I'm being
Yeah.
sarcastic. Mm?
hmm
Anyway,
Yeah, they just, that's what people do when they wheelchair touching. And if I did, what you gonna do about it? Because I don't know what makes you think I care about black men or black women. So the fuck you talking about? And what is your point?
I thought they said they were leaving 3 times or 4 times ago.
I told you they had 10
They
seasons.
love it here. They subscribed and everything. Child, let them rock out. They love hanging in the castle.
hmm
Mm.
I don't even know what that mean though. You and divested Zlot channel bashing black women and get out of here. This is clearly somebody slow. They sound like a 12-year-old.
I don't
We
know
don't want
what's
no
going
smoke
on.
with you. Okay. We really don't want no smoke at all. We tired of the back and forth, really.
Mhm. We're lovers over here. We're not fighting, but don't push us. Remember that thing? I ain't no KILLER, but don't push me.
hmm
Drea said, I want some smoke.
I love
Drea
smoke.
said,
Come
where's the
on.
smoke?
Drea funny. That damn it's not the logo that she have now, but it was the other one. It was a damn it was a wolf with the chopper. Okay. I think this one said Drea the chopper. Yeah,
Oh, I
crazy.
remember
I can see
earlier
about you,
you
Drea.
was talking about how everybody felt like they deserve to know who their father is or whatever. I want to ask, do any of y'all watch Relative Race?
Not
Never
me.
heard of it.
Oh my, it's a good show. It's people like it's a lot of adoptees or whatever. People who adopted out or don't know their family, never met their biological family, and it's a show. They get like challenges and obstacles, and they get clues and stuff, and they go meet people. They don't know who they're gonna meet, but they know they're gonna meet somebody closer to helping them to seek who they're looking for, or it could be the person they're looking for. So, for instance, oh, I'm looking for my biological mom and dad. You you could probably meet them first, or if you find other relatives like an aunt, like your mother's sister, they'll meet the aunt first, and then the mother. It's man, it's a dope show. It's a dope show. If you like stuff like that, it's been out for a couple of years, but it's called Relative Race. I watch it a lot.
Is it on cable?
I'm not sure. I don't have cable. I don't watch TV. I do everything on my phone. I know they got
Oh,
a
okay.
YouTube, but I know they on a specific network. I'm not sure the network on TV because I don't watch TV, but I know they are on the network on TV.
But
I gotta
yeah,
look into that. That sounds like a good program. I'm into ancestry
Yeah,
and
that is a girl. You're gonna cry and everything, girl. It be it be so. This one dude, well, it's a year old episode, but I started watching it again. This dude and his brother, they grew up in foster care. They got different fathers though. So one brother
Copper,
found his, huh?
what's your cash app?
Why?
You wanna put your cash app? Cause they say you can't even afford cable. So drop your cash app. Maybe they could pay for a month or something.
People really don't watch TV.
Shit, I don't.
That's
I
what
can't afford cable. I don't want no. I don't watch TV. I don't sit home all day and watch TV.
people
I
don't
I
don't
watch
watch
been
TV.
got rid of
TV.
cable.
I got YouTube TV on my phone. YouTube TV costs enough for me, and I got a free app to watch everything. So, but you
Raquel
can't afford
girl.
cable. I'm not hood
Raquel
rich. I'm not a dummy. You know, hood rich people, they not financially literate. That's why they got all that money and stay in the hood. They ain't got
I
no pension. You ain't got no retirement plan, no 401k. You don't even
look,
got life insurance.
but y'all missing the joke though, trying to read somebody. Yeah, where is stuttering?
Nigga said a fire stick. This how you know you talking to like the type of people that you see interviewed on Marcus Channel. You one of those. You one of them dusty destitutes.
Lord, not
You
a fire stick.
nigga said
I
a
forgot
fire stick.
fire sticks even existed. Shit.
I've been. Who needs cable when we got these characters on YouTube? I've been got rid of cable.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got that membership. What is it? The
Watch
premium.
TV.
I got premium premium YouTube.
I know Rack was gonna catch that. Not the stuttering girl.
The only
Lord
time
Jesus, I
I came
wonder who that is.
is when my daughter was born, and by the time she was like 7 or 8, there was no need to it because she don't watch TV like that either. Who the fuck watches TV?
So you
Jailbroken.
living off, wait a minute. So you living off of your woman. You just said you don't live off. You start talking about you didn't live off a woman, but here you go talking about where you live, about your woman. Why did you even have to bring up your woman and her income unless you're living off of her?
Yeah, she's a loser. How's she a nurse and you ain't even got a GED? I'm a nurse. I don't even day check on.
Child. That's why you let them keep
Oh,
talking and keep talking, and then you figure out more and more. I know they
but
probably
why
like, why
would you
are
have
they
to bring
entertaining them? Mm?
why would you have to bring her up?
Right. That's what I'm saying. How you living? How you want to break up your woman like that's your accomplishment? You don't even got a GED.
No, but the point is, I know the chat probably like, why are they even entertaining them? That's why you let them keep talking.
Niggas say you
Hmm.
make 25 an hour. You a grown. Well, I don't. That's the Atlanta wage. That's another. You see, you should do that Atlanta too. $25 an hour for a grown ass person. Oh my God, that's poverty.
Yep.
That's
Cause
poverty.
I know that not far from where I am, I saw a sign where they paying $20 an hour at McDonald's, bro.
I know people down here back in 2010 was making $20 an hour, and we're in 2026.
When I first started as a nurse, I wasn't even making 20. I didn't even get that low. So, and that was what, 20 years ago. What the fuck?
Oh, excuse me.
This Atlanta ain't cheap, but y'all see your house. That's why I got all the homelessness. Cause
The South,
the
the
in-
South.
the housing don't match the income. Yeah. Minimum wage is still 7.25.
No, but the thing is, the South. Yeah, the South is cheaper, but
Not Atlanta.
Florida is a retirement state, so it's not as cheap as you think it is. I've even shared before that when I
Somebody
compared some
screenshot this. $1,200
even
every 2 weeks, and it's an adult. This is an adult, y'all. They are
1,200
Man, you
every
having.
better
2
stop
weeks,
trolling.
girl. Did they
Stop
miss the
trolling for
memo?
real, for
Marcus
real.
Marcus was Marcus was saying today that Short Dog made 1K in just one day today. Okay, y'all heard that on the live? He was like, yeah, I gotta
According to what
try to see
Short
what
Dog
Short Dog
told
be
him.
having going. No, I guess the point he was trying to make, he got to figure out what Short Dog be doing on the side, whatever legal money, because $1,000 a day. That's what they were talking about today on the live.
Yeah, he was
Hmm.
talking about that
Well,
the
yeah,
other
we
day.
got to find out if. Huh?
Short Dog was talking about how much he made the other day in a day. Because he was mad about missing court, and he said he missed like $700 that day.
Yeah, but today when they was on the live, I guess he was saying today, as in Monday, he made 1K just today alone. So when they're saying that their paycheck is what is that?
He
1,200
2
said
every
weeks.
2
1,200 every 2 weeks.
weeks.
The
But
fuck?
my question
I
here
wasn't
is,
even making that chump change back when I was going to work 15 years ago. Every 2 weeks though.
my
You
No, but
see,
question
that's
here is,
$600 a week.
That's what I said. I said $600 a week. That's crazy.
mhm,
And you an
what?
adult? You
Oh,
see, you was
excuse me.
talking. You was see, I don't talk shit about people wages, but you came in here talking like you was big money, and you big foolish.
That's why he had to
You
Facts.
bring
big
up his
fool.
woman. That's
Yeah,
why he
that's
had
why
to
you had
bring
to
up his
bring her up.
woman. Wait a minute, how are you 23 years old and you'd had man, stop it.
Child,
He said, "I
you
make like 3,500." Yeah, okay. You
listen, they should have left when they said they were leaving 3 times ago. Okay, you done talk yourself into a ditch.
they talking about
For
nothing.
real.
I told you they want attention. That's all it is. This is the people who need attention.
Uh-huh.
See, that's why
Lord,
you should get at least get a GED.
the
But
twelve
here's my
hundred every two
question.
weeks did it for me.
Why can't Short Dog tell Marcus what he do? If he's telling the truth about how much he's making.
And then he
Because
said a
he should be like, well,
300K
man, you ought to
house.
come in on with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why can't you tell Marcus what you're doing?
He
Hook your
did.
homeboy up.
They had to talk about it already. That's what I was saying. I didn't see the live today, but they were speaking about it on another video with Short Dog. He was talking about his money. Cause Mark was like, "Yeah, I seen what you called a dude. He was upset." Cause that's why Short Dog said he not missing no more court dates. Cause it
Look,
don't make sense. He missing out on the money for no reason.
Well, I
all right,
mean,
now
if
you
you
see they
making good
said bye,
money, one
right?
day missed ain't gonna be nothing. If
You
you
see what
They
I
making
mean?
that
said bye,
every
right?
day,
Y'all see they said right. Okay, bye, right? It shouldn't be no more coming for the rest of the night. We're gonna give you 24 hours. You done said bye about 5 times. Have a
Listen,
good night, okay?
I've been ignoring them. I don't care what you talking about.
Catch you on
That's
the next one.
that's clearly a crack baby or something.
good for your girl.
Right. Nigga said and then he said 300K house, like that's not the average price for a damn house. Well, I mean, I would hope it's at least 300K, because anything under that, child,
I just let him go on because I didn't even want to tell him that 300K, you can't even find a house out here for 300K.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm I was only considering it because he's in Atlanta. I don't know where it ain't Sandy Springs though, because I know how much they pay for their houses out there. But he a hood rat, so hood rats they got houses in certain places because it's different level up for them.
I know, but sometimes we gotta let them rock, because then that's how we end up with an empty chat. They weren't really doing too much, but they said good night 15, 11 times now. Good night. Okay. Catch you on the next one. But yeah, I'm about to go, y'all. We done been here 2.5 hours.
Okay, I'm about to finish out my birthday. Call it a night.
Okay, well, I'm dropping down.
I know
Thanks for
ain't
having
nobody
me,
said
bye.
happy birthday because I guess I didn't understand it, but
Happy
I,
birthday,
okay.
Copper.
It
Happy
ain't her
birthday,
birthday, but
MTO.
it's a different
oh,
I
it's my
saw the
birthday in
post.
my religion. It's my birthday in my religion. I'm 10 years old today.
Yeah, maybe you could make a video or a story time on live, and then we could you could break it down for us
All right.
if you feel like it.
I don't mind. I'm an open book.
Hmm.
But I appreciate y'all.
Okay. All
Good
right,
night.
Copper. Thank you for coming up, and happy
Good night,
birthday in your
everyone.
religion.
Except the crack baby. Go play in traffic.
Oh gosh. But shout out to y'all guys. It was real. I definitely was sitting there like, damn, what am I gonna go live and talk about? But shout out to everybody that stopped by. He said happy Earth Day. Yeah. I know Alb's like, why are they entertaining this madman? Right, Albs? But good night, everybody. I'll see y'all on the next one, okay? Take care.